Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Green Minimalist Life. Today I want to talk about BMW's iVision circular vehicle, and I want to talk about their circular economy concept. So let's get started. The IAA Mobility in 2021 in the Bavarian city of Munich stands not only for the digital side of the future mobility, but it also has a strong focus on sustainability. One of many highlights that I found very interesting is the BMW's iVision circular concept vehicle that is almost fully constructed with recycled materials. The Bavarian manufacturer BMW wants to reduce CO2 emissions over the entire life cycle of a vehicle in order to achieve climate neutrality. By 2030, the car manufacturer wants to reduce its CO2 emissions by 30% per vehicle. Next to electrifying the entire product range and sourcing electricity for production from renewable energies, the company is focusing in particular on the principles of the circular economy. So with the iVision Circular, the manufacturer demonstrated its concept on the IAA Mobility. For the construction of the vehicle, BMW wants to use secondary aluminium or secondary steel, which are made by recycled materials. The company explains that the use of secondary materials is significantly less environmentally harmful and CO2 intensive than the extraction of primary materials. This way, the CO2 footprint of vehicles along the supply chain could be minimized immensely. Now coming to the vehicle. The iVision Circular fulfills the criteria of a circular model where the vehicle is made of almost 100% recycled materials, which can be also fully recycled. Here BMW chooses few material groups made of monomaterials, meaning that the materials are easier to separate during the recycling process. Also, the tires are made of sustainably grown natural rubber, or other components like the steering wheel was created with a 3D printer using bio-based materials. In addition, the OEM did not use unsustainable materials like exterior paints, leather, or chrome. Painting, for example, requires a lot of energy and makes recycling more difficult. Lastly, the BMW logo is engraved and not glued on the vehicle. Since also the future of mobility is electric, the iVision Circular is also electric. Here, the energy storage system is also a fully recyclable solid-state battery. According to BMW, their circular design process is based on 4 principles, namely rethink, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let me explain in the following the details about the iVision circular concept and each of the 4 principles. First, rethink. Since the circular design process was something completely new, the manufacturer had to rethink their approach and design process. The expert team here analyzed each component with regard to its materials, its function, and then designed it according to the requirements of closed material cycles. The second principle is reduce. The reduce principle focuses on simplifying the components in the car, meaning that unnecessary functions were replaced or rebundled. The next principle is to reuse. As we already know, the key idea of sustainability is to use products or materials as long as possible. Making the vehicle flexible and variable as much as possible should allow users to use the vehicle for a longer lifetime. One way to ensure this is by incorporating through permanent updates over the air and cloud computing to keep the product technically up to date for a longer time. Also, easily detachable connections make it much easier to replace individual materials and components, creating the opportunity to reinvent the vehicle again and again. Lastly, the recycle principle. As the name of the concept vehicle BMW iVision Circular already hints, the recycling aspect is what makes this concept so unique. So the construction of the vehicle is based on recycled materials, which can also be reused at the end of the product life cycle. And what makes these components so easily recyclable is the fact that just a few different materials groups made of monomaterials can be easily separated. For this reason, the BMW iVision circular does not use bonding or composite materials. Instead, it uses intelligent connection solutions such as cords or quick-release fasteners. So another important aspect of the vehicle and its contribution to sustainable mobility is the intelligent use of existing real-time and long-term traffic data. The company has over 40 million connected vehicles on the road. If information is shared with the entire fleet with the consent of the users, all vehicles benefit from this swarm intelligence. So communication between vehicles and with their surroundings would therefore enable better traffic flows and thus minimize congestion. So just to sum up, the iVision circular concept is, in my opinion, not merely a great study concept, but it also shows a new way of thinking how sustainability can be reached within the mobility sector. What do you think? Just let me know in the comments below. So that's from my side today. I really hope you enjoyed today's topic. If you're new to this channel or if you want to receive updates, don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you next time.